Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week.
And we are underway from Kansas City.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season, he's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Yellow! Hey, 43, 15!
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Got a man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They start the drive with Cook, and they will only muster a yard here into the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Cook again.
Shifts by him, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On second down, Cook. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. He's past the 30. And he will be taken down up near midfield. So a clever idea to send a return man back there, and it nearly paid off.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner.
Touchdown, Vikings! Josh Jacobs, 51 yards.
And the Vikings are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not thrown perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Hardman on the return.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Step, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It's Ross Blacklock who earns the sack.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Caught, Kelce, left side. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He cannot hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Mahomes takes it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Gets around him. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Hardman to return. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 29, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Chiefs 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw going to be caught by McKenzie.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
2nd and 10.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That pass is caught by Hardy.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook
from 17 yards out.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Mahomes going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
That's complete right around the 8. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook,
already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now here is another interception.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run with Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Jacobs, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Jacobs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completion.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Mahomes firing complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you think about the strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now here's Mahomes.
Locates Hardman for another catch. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From from the 38. Mahomes, rush coming, and he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And a loose football, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over.